In this video, we're going to be using Løthur Grooming Tears and the Ace of Spades straight razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And today we shall put Løthur Grooming Tears through its paces, and I can think of no better way to do so than to use a straight razor. So we'll do this today. Stick around though, because we're going to talk a lot about this soap, which is a soap that's been getting a lot of accolades and praise. This is Løthur Grooming Tears. And I really do dig the packaging. I'm going to say that right up front. I like that sort of stealthy matte black look to it. It's very well done. The price on this, there's no getting around it. It's expensive. It is $24.68 for 4 ounces, or on a cost chart, that puts it in the painfully pricey range per ounce. However, we do have to make a couple of caveats. This comes from the UK, and so to ship from the UK to the United States is expensive, and also all the standards that they have for making products in Europe generally add some cost to the product as well. So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention those things. The American artisans have a little bit better here because there's not quite as much regulation, and that regulation in Europe does add to the cost. So that's something to keep in mind, and of course the shipping. I got this from the razor company. I have to say I love the scent, and it smells better when lathered than off the tub. So let's put the notes for you right here. That's the best way for you to get an idea of the scent. Off the tub, the strength is at least medium to medium high. Some of the notes: bergamot, lemon, mandarin. There's an herbal vibe to it as well. But once I lathered it, the scent improved, and I liked it even more. So that's something to think about. Also, another thing to mention with respect to the cost, Løthur gives 5% of the profit of their signature scents to a charity, which we'll show you right here, Calm. And so if you're interested in that and want to take that into consideration, you can. This is a tallow-based soap. We'll put the ingredients for you right there. And we look forward to using this today. There's been a lot of praise on this, and then I saw a couple of videos where people weren't quite as hot on it. I think DK and Jim Will Shave were like, it's hyped up. We'll see if the hype is met with quality today. The razor for today, Ace of Spades. This has a Michael Schultz edge on it. This is 76. And let's get right to lathering. I will say the lathering process was quite easy with this. It's not a finicky soap at all. We have our standard 24 hours growth. I'd say medium firm. It's not the softest soap, but also not the hardest. So if that's important to you, there you go. And we're going to wet the face. All products that are available today will be linked below. And we have a nice lather here with our Captain's Choice bowl. The brush for today is the APShaveco White Wizard, as I like to call it. I had no problems lathering this soap, and it made a very nice lather. So from a quality basis, I already know this is going to be slick. You can just tell by looking at that lather, it's going to be slick. So we're not going to have any problems in terms of the soap providing mechanically what is necessary for the shave, or providing the platform for the shave to go well mechanically. Easy to lather, which to me is a big thumbs up, because not every soap today is easy to lather. I'm finding some of the softer soaps, they're easy to drown out, especially if you bowl lather with water, and they're kind of aggravating for me personally, the way I lather. This one presented no problems. It was easy to work with right out of the gate, and you can see that sheen on the lather. You see it holds hydration well. All good signs. And the scent changed when I lathered it, and I got more citrus out of it, which is, really great for me. Okay, we won't spend all day lathering here, but you can see there, really nice, rich, creamy lather, which is exactly what we look for. So that is a very good sign. It will be slick. You can tell. If the lather looks a certain way in terms of, and feels a certain way, it will be slick. Now, another thing I'll say also is sometimes when the lather doesn't look great, it's still slick. So the look is not the end all be all. You'll know when you put the razor to the face, but I know from experience, this will be a good lather. So on a quality basis, in terms of lathering, easy to use, big thumbs up on that. That is important to me these days. And I'm going to buy less of the finicky soaps going forward, to be honest, because I don't want to be bothered with it. Okay, here's our Ace of Spades with Michael Schultz edge. One of the things I want to mention, man, that edge is terrific. Don't overpay for this razor. The Ace of Spades razors got to be very popular about 6 months ago. I bought one, Magic Mike bought one. A lot of people started buying them and they went through the roof. I paid about 80 some dollars for this one, which is fair price. Right around $100 for this razor is fair. $180 is not. So my advice, don't pay that. They used to be up on eBay for right around $100, maybe a little over, 120, something like that, probably okay. But when you're over $150 for this razor, unless you just have to have it, personally, I would wait. It's a good razor, but I don't think it's a $150 plus razor. But this edge is fantastic, and I love Michael Schultz edges. They're phenomenal for me. All right, the soap, plenty slick enough. No quality problems, just as I suspected. The scent is good. It is pricey. There's no way around it, but I explained some of that pricing. Again, the soap itself has been warmly received, and a lot of positive comments have been made about it. Some call that hype. What I try to do is just look at the soap for what it is and use it and just see how it goes, you know. Myself, I try not to be influenced too much, you know, by what other people are saying about the soap. I just want to use it and make my own decision. And I will say it's quite good. And by the way, there is a bump right there that's been there. So if we open that up today, it's no fault of anyone but that bump. So we very well may. So keep that in mind. Very nice, yes. No problems with this soap today, none whatsoever. So I think it's definitely a good quality soap. It is pricey, and honestly, when I see a new soap maker north of $6 an ounce, I'm like, you know, I would like to get to know you a little bit first, you know. That's me personally, but as I said, the gentleman Johnny from Løthur has sort of explained why it is what it is, and you know, you can take that into consideration if you will. For some people, it's just going to be too expensive. That's all there is to it. But I think it's a soap worth trying. It is legit in terms of quality. We will see what sort of scents he comes out with. Like, this was the one that, based on the notes, appealed most to me. A couple of the other ones, I'm like, I don't know if I will like those scents, but I can tell you right now, on a quality basis, the things that folks have said about lather being great is true. The post-shave, where people hang their hat, you know, I don't care anything about that. I do not consider that whatsoever when someone says, oh, the post-shave is great, because I use post-shave products, and I'm never going to quit using post-shave products. So the post-shave claims for a soap, for me, I completely rule them out. I do not care whatsoever about the type of claims that are attributed to a soap based on post-shave. Just don't care. Because I'm never just going to shave, rinse my face, and walk out of the restroom. I'm always going to use post-shave because I love it. I love post-shave products. So for me, I don't evaluate it. I don't consider it whatsoever. It's not important to me. And so if it is to you, that's okay. And if you're shaving and not using any post-shave products and you think it's providing a really nice result, then great. But for me, it's never going to be something that I will talk much about. And in fact, the only thing I will talk about is by saying I don't care about it. Because again, I'm going to use witch hazel, alum, a splash, you know. By the time I'm done, it's going to cut through most of the qualities of the post-shave that would have been left by the soap. So I always say, address your post-shave in the post-shave with a post-shave product. I don't think any soap's ever going to match the needs. Like if you need a balm, you need moisturizing, the post-shave products that are developed specifically for that will work better than any carryover effect from soap, in my opinion. Okay, let's get on with it and stop yapping. I want to remind you again, Real Talk, coming up Friday night, 8 p.m. We will not drone on today about the other shows because we did find out that BBS Live is not doing an uncorking this Thursday, which is great. It gives people a little bit of break. And then I know my buddy J-Mac and I were having a discussion about it. And he doesn't think people will tire with the lives. I do. I think, asking people to spend like 10 hours of live content in prime time, probably a big ask for such a small hobby, but we disagree on what we think there. But the bottom line is, or the most important thing, we're all going to do shows that we hope you will enjoy. And I personally hope that you will give each show some time. But in our case, we're just going to try not to wear you out. That's that's what we'll do. All right. There we go. Very nice. And by the way, if you haven't checked Justin, the Red Island Shaver out, please do so. Very nice guy, a friend, a guy I respect, and he's loving those live shaves on Instagram. So he's having fun. So I do not blame him for being enthusiastic, nor do I blame anybody for being enthusiastic. You got to have fun and do what's enjoyable. So I hope you'll give J-Mac a look there and a sub. Also, we'll be doing some giveaways on Real Talk. I'm going to be giving away the Mag T razor and the Yachi roster. And the Razor Company, as they are commonly known to do, will also be providing a couple of giveaways for us. So thank you, Razor Company. No one supports the content creators in the community like the Razor Company. It's just crazy how much they support everybody, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, what have you. Just they're so generous, and that's why we all love the Razor Company. In part, it's not the reason, because the biggest reason I love the Razor Company, which is where I got the soap, by the way, is they tend to get the orders out quickly. They protect the products well. They have free shipping over, what is it, $10 or something like that, which is a tremendous value. If you're in the United States, it's a great place to order from, in my opinion. I really enjoy it a lot. All right, back to the soap here. Very good soap, no question. I think the hype is warranted in terms of the quality of the soap. Whether you like the scent or not, that's a very subjective thing, but the quality of the soap is on point. And for a debut offering from an artisan, now I know he's been working on this for a long, long time, but for a first offering from an artisan, it is quite a high caliber release. I tend to agree with the folks who have looked to this. And by the way, I'm just going to do a pass on my neck here. I don't know why I'm spraying the whole face. I would say I would go along with the hype, if you will. Definitely good quality stuff. I mean, you can just see it in the lather. There's just no question about it. The post shave, again, people hanging their hat there, I'm not going to speak to that. It's not anything that I evaluate personally. But from the perspective of ease of use, high. Lather quality, high. Cost, also high. But it is a really good soap. And when this company, Løthur, has scents that I think I will like, I will definitely try them. They need to be really good soaps, because to me, there's so many great quality soaps out there. So for example, this soap is not going to be 2 times better than most of the other soaps we use or anything like that. Right? So for me, but the scent, when the scents are right, like this one, I do like it. I'm happy with it. No buyer's remorse. But if I would have bought a scent that I didn't like with this soap, I would have a lot of buyer's remorse, because I want to love the scent. So I need Ringer scents to spend this kind of money, $6 an ounce. But when I get a scent that I enjoy, it will be worth it for me, because I've always said I'll pay more for a scent that I love if the soap is a good quality. And so this one is. The quality claims, I would say legit as it applies to the shave. Again, not speaking to the post shave. Legit. And let's do one more cleanup pass here on the neck. Terrific edge here on this Ace of Spades by Michael Schultz. Again, folks, do not overpay for the Ace of Spades. If you're spending upwards of $200 or close to it, too much. Wait, find one elsewhere. Don't be, this razor was hyped up so much, and it's a great razor, don't get me wrong, but When you're getting over $150, look somewhere else. You can find a better razor for that money, in my opinion. But in the around $100 range, maybe a little over, not bad at all. Let's say $120, or like I said, this one was 80 some dollars. Excellent value at that price. 150? No. 150 plus? No. And we're just finishing up here and getting these last little bits. Again, I've had a good run today with the Løthur Grooming. It is a good high quality soap, no question about it. I completely understand the comments of DK and Jim Will Shave. They were, you know, really good soap, but they weren't blown away. I understand that, but I would say the hype in terms of quality of the soap warranted. You know, I wish the price was a little cheaper, but it isn't. And so there you have it. All right. Excellent first run. Let me rinse, then we'll come back and into the post. Stay tuned. Now, all right, we are back in off cam. We did a warm water rinse, and during that warm water rinse, I could just tell there was a tremendous sheen of slickness on my face. So it was sort of unmistakable, and I was like, wow, this stuff is slick. So very slick soap here. Anyway, after the warm water rinse, we applied our alum. No stinging there, so nice, super smooth shave. Following the alum, we did a cold water rinse and then toweled off with a Lancaster towel prior to using our Thayer's Cucumber Watermelon Magic, because it's made by witches. Had a really nice shave today. The Løthur Grooming, let's see if we can find that for you. There's the top, there's the label. Very solid offering on a quality basis in terms of the lather. Very enjoyable to use. Ease of use high, quality high, price also high. So, you know, with the caveats I gave, consider that. Really good offering. If I find ringer scents in this soap, I'll definitely try them. But if the scent is not a love, it will be it won't be worth it for me. Let's put it that way. But it is a good quality soap. I think the quality does live up to the hype so far. That's just my opinion. The razor today was the Ace of Spades 76. Again, don't overpay for this razor. It's a great razor. It's not a $180 to $200 razor though. Keep that in mind. We used our APShaveco White Wizard, which is awesome. Captain's Choice Bowl, and we'll finish it out today with Cella. And this is for no particular reason, just because I didn't have a splash or anything with the soap. So I just pulled Cella. It does not smell like the Cella that you're familiar with, the soap, that almond scent. This sort of smells like a cologne, and I do enjoy it. It doesn't hang around a long time, but it's very pleasant, and I just grabbed it today just because I was like, I haven't used that for a while. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining and remind you, Real Talk Friday, be there or be nowhere. Thanks so much for joining me today. I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.